Ginebra versus San Miguel semifinals matchup. Itong matchup ito isa sa mga pinaka-inaabangan ng marami kasi San Miguel, maraming fans. Ginebra, maraming fans. Pero rematch din kasi to basically ng huling semis matchup ng dalawang teams na to na kung saan medyo disappointing finish from Barangay Ginebra. Yun yung Chris Ross series. And this time, kind of the same matchup pa rin naman. David versus Gulayat, San Miguel, Junmar Fajardo, at yung malalim nilang team, very talented. Parang 1-10, very talented. Tapos yung Ginebra ngayon, medyo manipis sila, pero meron silang quality gem players off the bench na hindi big name, pero ito yung kumbaga yung essence ng Ginebra. Mula nung bata ako, naalala ko sa Ginebra, yung bench nila, laging ganito. Na puro mga role player, pero solid sa role nila. And this game, nakita ulit natin yon. This Ginebra team have been playing really well after nung Gilas break. Talagang change nila kung paano sila maglaro. Very noticeable, even sa kung paano nila i-approach yung game. This time, they've been letting RJ Abarientos take over, especially sa fourth quarter. And sa game na to, panalo ang Ginebra 99-90. They took game 1 against San Miguel. So pag-uusapan natin yon. Pero bago ang lahat, gusto ko munang pakita tong play na to. Kasi really interesting. And ito yung kumbaga magde-define ng gawain or game plan talaga ng San Miguel. After nung switch dito ng Ginebra, guard-to-guard ball screen kasi to. So na-switch si RJ kay Chris Ross. And now, nakaposte na yan. Si Junmar Fajardo magfa-flash dito sa low post para pumoste, and si Rodney Bronjal magsisync dito sa opposite post. So basically, tatlong San Miguel players ang pumoposte. So bakit ganun? Bakit? Kasi basically, pag pinostya mo si RJ, kung ikaw si Chris Ross, that removes RJ as the help defender. Pag si Rodney Bronjal nag-seal dito, that removes Troy Rosario's help. And that brings Jason David all the way down here. Kasi basically, kailangan ng tulong ni Rosario, help the helper, kung tutulong siya kay Junmar. So effective siya kasi natatanggal yung help defense na calibrated. Yes, hindi siya maganda tignan. Medyo funny siya tignan kasi tatlong poste players. Water polo. Pero it kind of works kasi Junmar yan eh. Pero anyway, gusto ko munang daanan din itong box score. Pag-usapan natin yung box score. Mabilis lang. 99-90, ang pinaka-glaring difference for me dito sa stat sheet na to, yung bench points. 54 para sa Barangay Ginebra kumpara sa 29 na San Miguel. I saw an article shinare sa akin kaninang umaga or kaninang tanghali na basically ang sinasabi, lack of depth ang magiging weakness ng Ginebra. I do get it, pero hindi siya ganun eh. Hindi ganun yung framing. Na parang, for me, yes, SMB, mas malalim sila in terms of talent. Pero they have like 3 guys off the bench na masasabi natin talagang quality. And the rest are kind of streaky. Like, kumari, JM Calma, sometimes good, sometimes no. And si Chris Rosales naman, ganun din, microwave. Sometimes non-existent, sometimes career game. Na yes, San Miguel, deep sila in terms of talent. Ang 1-10, may talent sila. May Jeron Teng pa nga, diba, off the bench. I don't know if active si Jeron Teng. Di ako ganun ka-updated sa listahan or sa injury list ng San Miguel. Pero ayun nga, may Motao Tua pa sila. Si Kahilig, made a 3-pointer kanina. And si Don Trollano, andyan din. All quality players. Pero ang Ginebra kasi, hindi sila kulang sa depth. Kulang sila sa big names off the bench kumpara sa SMB. Pero they have Ralph Koo. They have Jeremiah Gray, technically is a starter, pero I consider him more of a bench guy. Pero sige, starter na natin si Jeremiah Gray. So that counts RJ Abarientos as a bench player. Kasi basically token starter si Maya, si RJ talaga yon. RJ, diba, Ralph Koo, Jason David, Norbert Torres, and si still 5 minutes, Pinto 5 minutes. Yung, kumbaga yung tatlo doon, tanggalin na natin si RJ kasi medyo unfair. Pero kasi technically, diba, RJ is Anyway, kumbaga si Torres, si David, si Koo, those players are not big name players, pero specialists kasi sila. And they provide a specific thing for a specific situation. Kumari si David, kind of a 3-and-D, pero sometimes di nakakashoot ng 3 points, pero sometimes nakakashoot ng layup. Pero consistent yung defense, consistent na aggressive, consistent na nakakascore siya ng mga pulot points. Siya yung pinakahuling mapapasahan sa scramble. Kasi yung rotation ng defense, siya yung pinakahuling mapupuntahan and easy na lang yung basketball for him. Si Ralph Koo naman, di ba, kind of a playmaker sa high post, sa perimeter, and a shooter as well. Tapos si Torres, stretch big. So, may kanya-kanya silang role. At nagagampanan nila yon well as of late kasi nag-shift yung Ginebra in terms of their identity. Pero anyway, masyado ko na pinapatagal. Pag-usapan na natin yung fourth quarter kung saan they made their run para mapanalo tong laro na to. And ayun na nga, diba? Shoutout sa bench ng Ginebra. I've said this sa kabilang channel sa Bakits. I'll stand by it. Na yun nga, mas talented yung San Miguel. Pero yung Ginebra kasi, diba, meron sila mga absolute tryhards na specialists off the bench. Dito, Ralph Koo, transition 3-pointer after a good defensive stop from Ginebra. And yun na nga, mag-ibang team tong Ginebra na to kapag nag-step up yung bench nila. Kasi this game, maalat pa nga si Japet Aguilar. Diba, 7 points lang si Japet Aguilar. And Stephen Holt also 1 for 7, 6 points lang. Troy Rosario, 8 and 7. Normal na yan for Troy Rosario, pero you'd want him to score at least, diba, 11, 12. Pero yung bench yung nagpakita. And dati, hindi to uubra na ganito na 7 points lang si Japet, 6 points lang si Holt. Kasi ngayon, Tim Cone actually trusts his bench. Kasi, to be fair to their bench, specialists nga sila. Hindi Maverick Misi na medyo may pagka-energy vampire kahit na talented. Diba? Off the bench siya, pero he's kind of, may agenda kasi. And another player na big time performance, Norbert Torres, who scored 8 points, made a couple of 3-pointers in fourth quarter. Isa to sa mga yon. Pick and roll with Nards Pinto, nakadrop dito si Junmar Fajardo, tried to block the pocket pass papunta kay Norbert. Pero hindi naman magro-roll yan si Norbert against sa Junmar Fajardo na committed sa ball handler. Magpapop yan si Norbert Torres, which is yun yung ginawa niya rito. Attacking Junmar's defense. Wide open, Torres, corner 3-point shooter. Ala Prince Caperal. Eh, naalala natin yan. Prince Caperal gave Junmar Fajardo nightmares. Merong nga laro, di ba, si Raymond Aguilar noon, nung bago sa Raymond Aguilar. Also had a heater game against Junmar. Pero si Prince, yun talaga yung Prince sanity. Against Junmar yan eh. Kasi si Junmar, laging ibibigay yung pop na yan. And this Ginebra team, ibang-iba sila kapag meron silang stretch big. And yun yung nabibigay ng isang Norbert Torres for them. Dito naman, broken play, pero look at Junmar Fajardo, loitering sa paint. Nakatambay, forgot to defend this man, Norbert Torres, na nakaabang sa top of the key. Hotspot yan. Kumbaga sa 2K, may pula dyan sa spot na yan. And again, Norbert Torres, back-to-back 3-pointers. That's how you counter Junmar Fajardo. It's either you run in transition or you attack him sa pick and roll, sa drop coverage na RJ Abarientos, Scottie Thompson drives or pull-ups, or pick and pop with the big man. And then defensively, diba, you let CJ Perez make a play instead of letting Junmar get the ball. Kasi dito, makikita natin, CJ, low IQ play from a low IQ player. CJ Perez, drag screen kay Junmar, pero hindi ko alam saan nakatingin si CJ dito. Dapat tinitingnan mo yung defense eh. Dapat tinitingnan mo yung reads. Hindi ko alam saan nakatingin si CJ Perez dito kasi libre si Wami Chongson. If Junmar Fajardo sets a screen and then rolls to the basket, expect another defender to tag the roll. Kasi si Junmar yan. So, ibig sabihin nun, meron kang i-expect na lift dito from Wami Chongson. Pero I don't know saan nakatingin si CJ Perez kasi meron ka rin kahilig sa wing na nag-help off si Ralph Koo sa nail. Which is good, awareness yun from Ralph Koo to help off the nail. Pero again, CJ dribbled the ball sa paa niya. Broken play. Scottie Thompson with a block. Defensive stop para sa Ginebra, and derecho fast break, derecho transition. Dito makikita natin si Scottie Thompson, ipupush yung bola, magiging paint touch to, eventually kick out to Torres, extra pass to Holt, long close out mula kay CJ Perez na again, anong ginagawa ni CJ? Why are you jumping like that? So, Stephen Holt, another paint touch, kick out kay Ralph Koo. Again, nag-help sa nail, kagaya ni Ralph Koo kanina, si Kahilig, kasi yun naman talaga yung rule eh. If may dumadrive sa gitna, you help off the nail. Pero Ralph Koo adds that a little bit extra spacing and shooting para sa Ginebra bench lineup, which keeps the defense honest. Dito, good defensive stand from Ginebra. Pagkakita natin, pagkapasok sa low post kay Junmar Fajardo, Stephen Holt will double team. Magdo-double si Stephen Holt. And then after mag-double ni Stephen Holt, tignan natin ng mabuti. Very interesting defensive scheme mula sa Ginebra. Pagka-double ni Holt, instead of Holt recovering to CJ, sinalo na ni Scottie Thompson, nag-X-switch na, nag-X-out na. So si Holt, instead of recovering to CJ, sinalo na ni Scottie, then Stephen Holt immediately runs over to Wami Chongson sa weak side, na medyo makaka-recover siya kasi yung bola, papasok pa sa dalawang passing lane bago pumunta dun sa tao ni Holt na by that time, medyo nakabalik-balik na si Stephen Holt and forced Wami Chongson to miss that mid-range pull-up. And then good defense, making good offense kasi off the miss, tatakbo Ginebra, and then eventually they will find an open man dito, David. Mahanap si Scottie Thompson, kick out to Japet, kick out, long close out again, Jason David with the floater. Hindi siya nag-settle sa 3 points that time. Alam ko, the previous play or parang few minutes ago, nag-settle si David sa 3 points tapos parang sinabench ni team ko na itira. Nakita ko yun, and then ito, hindi siya nag-settle. It took it to the basket. So yun, nakashoot siya ng 2 points. And then nakabalik ang SMB ng onte midway through the fourth quarter. And hindi ko alam anong nakain ni Coach Tim Cone nung break, nung gilas. Pero all of a sudden, binigyan niya ng blessing si RJ Barrientos mag-take over ng team na to. Dito naman, they put RJ off ball, pin down from Norbert Torres, 2-man game. And again, pick and pop. Pero this time, instead of giving it to Norbert Torres, inatake directly ni RJ yung drop defense ni Junmar Fajardo with a quick change of pace in and out dribble to freeze the defense. Foul si Brondial sa help. And then this time, ganun ulit. Pero galing naman sa flex. Ito off the inbounds, merong flex. Nireject ni RJ. And again, another ball screen. Attacking Junmar Fajardo na nakadrop ulit pero mataas-taas at the level of the screen. So instead of actually snaking the screen, finake niya lang. Binump niya lang ng konti si Ross para mawala si Ross sa path niya pabalik kay RJ. So fake snake. In and out, hesitation dribble ni RJ. Junmar, syempre, respeto sa shooting ni Norbert Torres, committed back to Norbert. So now, it's 2 versus 1. RJ, driving to the basket. Troy Rosario sa dunker spot against one road ni Bronjal. And RJ made the right play, extra pass. Hinantay niya muna mag-commit si Bronjal. Tapos yun, 60 seconds left sa game. Up 9 ng Ginebra. CJ Perez, as usual, wanted to be the hero. Took an off-balance 4-pointer. So, yun, panalo. Ginebra after this Scottie Thompson layup. GG. Ginebra took game 1 99-90. So, ayun. I think it's really their defense. Barangay Ginebra, really their defense ang naging game changer dito. Yes, Junmar Fajardo, I think scored 20-something. 27 and 23. Pero kasi karamihan niya offensive rebounds. Ayun, 10 yung offensive rebounds ni Junmar Fajardo. Kumbaga, magsisimula siya sa good defensive stand. Talagang marireboundan lang ulit ni Junmar. And for San Miguel side, kailangan maging better si CJ Perez. Hindi ka dapat yung number 1 enemy ni Junmar Fajardo. So for Barangay Ginebra, again, shout out to their bench. Especially yung tatlo. Ralph Ku, David, tsaka Norbert Torres. Played really well. If they keep this up, they score another, 40 plus bench points performance sa game 2. I wouldn't be surprised if talagang manakaw ulit nila yung game 2 against this San Miguel Beermen team na actually parang 9-game winning streak San Miguel bago matalo ngayon. So, after nung Converge win, expectations ko parang masaya na ako dun eh. Parang okay, malaglag, semis, expected. Masaya na ako. I can see their future now very clearly kasi nakikita kong nagsha-shift na sila. Pero hindi eh. Talagang papalag sila eh. This Ginebra team is literally playing like Ginebra. Which, yun naman yung gusto nating mangyari. So, very nice win this game 1. And usually pag Ginebra, game 1 scheduled loss. So, very nice.